using some Kendall Farms products to show you guys how to do a fantastic table for the holiday season. We've got Thanksgiving and Christmas and a bunch of great activities and events coming along, and we'd just love to show you how to do a few things to make your table special. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and talk first about eucalyptus. This is silver dollar eucalyptus, one of my favorites. I talk about it a lot. We're going to go ahead and show you the quickest, simplest way to do this. I literally like to lay my pieces down, the larger pieces that I have, and sometimes you might have to break off little laterals just to get the shape right. But go ahead and pull those down, and you're going to tuck them under your table setting. So this way, instead of doing your centerpiece in the front of the table the day or two early, you're doing this now. So your table's already set, and now you're going to add your centerpiece. So this is your quick fix. I'm going to take my biggest piece and put it in the middle. So all we've used right there is about 3 pieces. My shortest one that I ripped off, again, just layering it into the center. Then I'm going to go to the next type of eucalyptus. Now, most of these eucalyptus you can get at the store. A lot of our large bouquets that we sell at the grocery stores and at Target have all of this product in them. So feel free to grab a couple bunches and kind of create this at your table, okay? So this has got a different leaf. This is a gunite. It's a much smaller, pretty, really soft green. And I'm going to go ahead and lay that, even though it's the same color, I'm going to lay that on top. Just because it's got a different shape. And I want that different shape to kind of create interest. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down as well. Now I've got this big one left over, so I'm going to rip off the sides and kind of use that one in the middle. Now if it's having a tendency to bend and you need to take that one off, you can do it as well. Don't be afraid to pull your laterals off of your eucalyptus. I'm going to save this large one for just at the end in case I need some little touch-up pieces. Next, I want to show you what are called Milo berries. Now these are really cool. Look how harvesty and fun these are. These also come tinted in burgundy and purple. So if you ever see them in colors, that's great. Just be careful because sometimes that dye can come off. So if you're going to lay it on your nice linens, just be sure you put something underneath to protect the linens from the dye. But these are in their natural form. This is what they look like when we cut them. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of these for texture as well. So and if they're too long, you can trim these down. So take your clippers. Gotta have my clippers always. And you can go ahead and cut those down. So if you look how long this stem is on that guy. So if you need to trim that down, go ahead so you can get the right shape. Now I'm going to use about 3 on each end. I have a lot of these left over, but I'm actually going to steal a couple and put them in the bathroom for when guests use the restroom. They'll have a couple in a little jar in there as well. So I don't want to use them all. I'm just going to use about 3 on the end. Different lengths. Some can be shorter, some can be longer. And then you're going to go ahead and do an extra one on this side. So we have about the same on both sides. And then I'm going to take all these little pieces off the table, push them to the side. Let's keep those over here just in case we need 1 or 2 more later. And then next I've got these fun cattails. Now these are pretty heavy duty big cattails. So again, you probably only need about 1. And instead of laying it on top of everything, since it is so heavy, I'm actually going to come underneath and just kind of push that through. It's going to be right at the end. And I'm going to do one on this side too. And again, you can trim this down if you need to as well. It's okay if things are moving around. You can shuffle it. You can fluff it. These greens aren't, there's nothing wrong with raising it up, giving it a little structure. But see how nice that cattail is? That kind of gives the direction of what we're going. If you wanted to cut these down and do some in this kind of opposite direction, you could do that as well. But we're keeping this real simple today. And then lastly, something that I love so much, this stuff is beautiful. This is pumpkin, and it comes on a branch. So the cool thing is, let me cut this so we don't ruin our cute little pumpkins. Pull that off. You can take that whole branch and just lay that on top. So I'm going to nudgel that right in there, and I'm actually going to do a couple of them in a row and just kind of lay those all on top of each other. Start one over here. It's so pretty. This is really nice if you're going to have a lot of people at the table and you don't want anything too tall. This is a great way to get the greens, get the structure. We can add some candles in, which we're going to do in a second. I'm going to take my last piece that's so pretty, and I'm going to lay that one right on the top. Now if you need to pop off a few of these and kind of nudge them if there's a hole, you can do that as well. I'm going to trim this one down because that's a lot of wood on that one. And this guy wants to get away from me, so I'm going to trim him down too. Just taking anything that's sticking out, it doesn't have a place, you just want to cut that off. So now we've got our nice pretty orange pumpkins on top with a little bit of our eucalyptus showing. And then lastly, I'm gonna go back and add, because I wanna add one more element. Look at these cute little white pumpkins. Why don't we nudgel these in? Because they're so cute. If you have some bigger ones, you can use the bigger ones. I wouldn't go too big because this setting is for something a little bit more low to the table. But we've nudged those. And then the last little thing to do, and I really like this, this is actually going to be our tallest item on the table, is adding in some candlelight. Because I love turning down the lights and getting the mood nice and cozy for people to enjoy their wine and their dinner. And then I'm going to take about 5 of these and just place them along the table. 2 at the ends, and then take a couple more and nudgel those right in. Look at that. If I light those candles up, how pretty is that going to be? You've got your orange pumpkins, your white pumpkins, some really pretty rose gold candles. And that's when you want to add your shimmer, is on these. Instead of doing just a plain glass, find something that has a little texture and a little color to it, because that's going to make it really fun. But this is our quick, easy way to have a festival, wonderful holiday season. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for coming.